What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate reverse rants, no hate. So I had to drop a couple of videos, had to scrap a couple because I made some mentions of Keith Thurman and his fight that he just won. And I didn't remember that the fight was on a Wednesday. So the video would have pretty much sound really outdated just because of those mentions. So I said, all right, no problem, but I'll do this one over. And I'll do the Keith Thurman video over as well, simply because I'll separate the two subjects. And basically, what I wanted to talk about and what I mentioned in that video is, you know what I found really crazy? Did you guys notice the Todd Grisham interview with Bill Haney? And basically, Bill Haney told him, I think you're a piece of shit. And Todd Grisham, oh, why do you say that? Todd Grisham is a piece of shit. If you've been watching him, you know for the longest time, he's a piece of shit. What people were failing to realize, this motherfucker introduced Devin Haney as the bad guy. And basically, I talked about the same things I'm saying now. I said in that video. He basically sat there. He introduced him as the bad guy. And of course, he got booed. Of course. And Bill Haney addressed it and said exactly what it is. He's like, well, why? If he's, and basically, wait, let me say this. He asked him, because Bill Haney was talking about Devin Haney's credentials, what he's accomplished in the sport. And yet, Todd Grisham is up there making, Ryan Garcia look like he's some fucking hero. Now, he asked Devin Haney, do you think that the punishment was sufficient? Having a year's suspension. And Devin said, that's not, for me to decide or to say, right? Here's the crazy thing about it. It's not like Todd Grisham sat there and gave his opinion on what he thinks should have happened, right? But I'll get to that too. He sat up there and asked Devin Haney the question. And like I said, Ryan Garcia sat there and tried to, oh, your little brother set me up. How come your little brother knew what was going to happen before I did? And all these things. And he's saying all this different shit, trying to take the responsibility off of himself. He sat there and talked about there was no ostrey in his system. They was set up and they know he was set up and blah, 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 and all of this. And he played into this whole, I'm innocent role. Well, this is the same motherfucker that said, I wish I could dig George Floyd up so I could kill that nigga again. Yeah, I wouldn't have put my knee in his neck. I'd have shot that nigga. I'm KKK. I'm anti-black. He said all these things, right? And then he turns around and says he's going to go to rehab, and he make all these excuses. Talked about remember how he was molested by a black man as a kid, all this shit. So he's trying to justify his racism by talking about what a black man, or what he claimed a black man did to him. He claims he's not a drunk and all this shit. Yet he's standing there drinking beer the whole time at the fucking press conference. He didn't make weight. He didn't honor his contract. He was completely unprofessional. He's a piece of shit, like I've been saying. Well, basically, the only thing that happened was Devin Haney went in there and cut weight and did what he was supposed to, in that sense. And then basically the other guy didn't. So when Bill Haney asked him the question, when he was talking about his credentials, and he goes, why he's getting booed? What kind of question is that, right? See, if we boo you, if we don't accept you, if we don't see you the way that, for what you are, I ain't gonna say the way you want to be seen. If we don't accept you for what you are, if we don't acknowledge who and what you've done in this sport, then you're a nobody to us. And Bill Haney told him he's a piece of shit, basically. And he explained, you got up there and tried to make Ryan look like he's, better than what he is. Like he's the good guy. He's a hero or something. And you're trying to make my son like, trying to make my son look bad, basically. And he goes with trying to, well, I'm sorry you feel that way, but no. He's a piece of shit. Now on X, there was a guy on X that questioned Todd Grisham, and basically he's saying, why are you, I'm paraphrasing, but he's basically like saying, like, why are you trying to make Devin look bad? How are you sitting up here talking about a guy that was on Peds and all that? Like he's some hero and Devin's the bad guy. And he says he loves Devin Haney, but the fans chose to boo him. And then Todd Grisham says he think that anybody that's on PEDs should be suspended 3 years minimum. If he had it his way, this fight wouldn't even be happening. So he also asked him, he said, if Devin Haney is the bad guy, then what is Ryan? Right? And he says something like joking, like the super bad guy, some goofy shit like that. But then the guy goes on to say, and another question, so are you saying that you stand up in front of a crowd and say what you said, like basically about how if it was up to you, Ryan Garcia would be suspended for 3 years? He never responded anymore. But he did look at the motherfucking the tweet. See, and this type of shit is exactly my point. Remember a couple of months ago, when I was talking about how fighters, go through this bullshit of trying to pretend that they want to put on in front of cameras like we're on the same page or whatever. No, I mean, on camera they're silent about things, but then behind closed doors, yo man, I'm on your side, man. Or no. If a fighter does something openly on camera, you don't agree with it, but you now behind closed doors you agree with us, or that was wrong or whatever. It's like that cop that watched dirty cops plant drugs on someone, beat this person, and they claim that they're a good cop because they didn't do anything. But you also didn't intervene. You stood there and watched it happen. And then when it came to paperwork, what did you do? Yeah, you lied. You didn't go against your brothers in blue. You made an excuse as to maybe what you didn't see or whatever. You were doing something else at the time, whatever. But the video shows you a scumbag because you stood there and watched it. So it's like if a dirty cop does something and you watch it and you're scared to lose your position, whatever it may be, how are you a good person? You can go home, buy your family nice things, keep the lights on, keep food on the table, but yeah, you're good to your family. But are you a good person overall? And then when those same people fire you, stick it to you, set you up and do something, now all of a sudden the system's corrupt, right? Yeah. So, yeah. We know when Todd Grisham sit there with Sergio Mora and them, and we're not stupid, man. Rosie Perez and them, they sit there and they clearly show favoritism to Latino fighters all the time. They always show favoritism to Latino fighters. With Todd Grisham, it's like anybody. Those racist ass fans, like when he asked them why are they booing him? Yeah, because they're in LA. They're in LA. And it's obvious you got a lot of racist Ryan Garcia fans out there. Like, there was a woman who was doing an interview outside the building, and they were like, who do you want to see get beat the most? Oh, Devin Haney. They're like, any Ryan Garcia fan? Yeah. They're like, fuck Devin Haney. Yeah. Racist people are racist people. It's as simple as that. Now, if a motherfucker was to, let's say, for example, right? Let's say somebody beat the fuck out of Andy Ruiz and then was talking about Mexican people. They ain't shit. Fuck Mexican people. I hate them motherfuckers. I'm anti-Mexican. I wish I could dig up some Mexican person and kill that motherfucker again. Yeah, fucking banana boat riding motherfucker. Yeah, fucking dirty wetback motherfucker. Yeah, you think Mexican people will be sitting there going, he don't really mean that. He's not like that. He's just going through some things. He's just expressing himself that way. I think he probably needs help. Nope. We already know that. Anybody of any other ethnicity. But it's been this thing where America is where everybody wants to come to. Black Americans don't pack their shit up and go to Mexico. Go run to another country. No, you have people that may have a degree, some type of degree, and they may go to Japan or certain countries where that degree, that field of work is very strong, and then they'll go to that country, and live a different lifestyle, that type of thing. But like, you can't go down no street in no country and there's a bunch of Black Americans living there. But no, that's what's all over America. Everybody want to claim freedom, 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 right? See, but this is exactly why, when it comes to race, why it's always going to be issues. Because the racist people are always the ones loud. The people that's not racist are the ones who want to be quiet. And then I'm pointing this shit out because this punk motherfucker, I told y'all, I'm on Ryan's ass TFE. I fuck both of them. I don't like neither one of them racist motherfuckers. I don't like either one of them. The fact of the matter is, if you stand for bullshit, but you expect to be treated differently, come on, man. Come on, man. Like, okay, so the same way this motherfucker, racist ass TFE sending the watermelon and the banana, and he's sitting there eating the banana, smiling like, yeah, we know what he was trying to do. Now, imagine a motherfucker, send Andy Ruiz a fucking sombrero and some fucking tacos or some shit, or yeah, it's not only what people say, why you stereotyping. You know what they do? They say that's racist. Why? Simply because the food that was selected has nothing to do with people making fun of Mexican people or whatever. Motherfucker, I had my little Taco Bell here and there. The point, what I'm saying is, people be looking at it like, why? If it was Andy Ruiz, would you have sent Taco Bell and a sombrero? What's the purpose? You think people wouldn't have took it a certain way? Of course they would have. Of course they would have. Now, if they sent this motherfucker a box full of Snickers, they'd have been like, oh, that's fucked up. He's fat shaming. That motherfucker always eating Snickers, right? Do dumb shit. Oh, every time you see him, he's eating food. He's doing something. And now look at his career. You understand what I'm saying? But it's crazy because I can remember I took a picture from the movie Juice, right? And motherfuckers replaced the pictures of Bishop and all of them from the movie and replaced it with all Mexican fighters that had failed drug tests. Oscar Valdez, Canelo, Andy Ruiz, and I forgot who else it was or whatever. But it's up there, Juice, right? So this Mexican dude comes on the motherfucking oh man, I find it odd that you only put Mexican fighters up there. What about Holyfield and all of them and this and this and that? What's the first thing he did? He goes into, where are the black fighters? You see what I'm saying? I get at everybody. Give a fuck who you are. And of course, y'all know I curse that motherfucker. But at the same time, it's like, first off, I post what the fuck I want to post. But two, see, anytime somebody try to answer your question with the question on that type of shit, they're basically exactly what you're explaining. And anytime somebody try to play that tit for tat shit, this motherfucker, I said, damn, this is how fucking how much of an asshole you are. First off, I didn't put the faces on there. But I thought that shit was funny as fuck when I saw it. Two, all the motherfuckers was dirty at one point. Oh, I had some bad meat back in Mexico. Robert Garcia even says that's a Mexican person's excuse. Anytime they get caught with something in their system, they had bad meat. Valdez with the T shit. This motherfucker went back to James Toney and Evander Holyfield. Two motherfuckers are not even active anymore. I'm like, wow, stupid motherfucker, you. But you understand the point, what I'm saying? It's let me defend my people mentality. I defend my family. I defend those who show love to me. And that defend me. That's who I defend. I'm not a fan. I don't give a fuck how you see Holyfield. I don't give a fuck how you see James Toney or anybody else for that matter. And that's the only reason why these racist Mexicans don't say too much about Oscar Bernard Hopkins like they used to. Why? Because that motherfucker worked side by side with Oscar De La Hoya. And here's the thing. when Mexican people, there's a Mexican dude, I don't remember this dude's name. He got a motherfucking video where he's talking about how Canelo just keep ducking the top fighters and fighting all these bums. And I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I don't see that shit because we Mexican. He was like, people are people, man. We here to support boxing. He's like, and there's a lot of fighters from different places that I think are really good fighters. And hey man, I salute all these guys. He said, and he's going at Mexican people. In the comment section, Mexican people are talking shit to him. Oh, yeah. See, it's no different from when I get at Deontay or Tank Davis or another black fighter. And then you got black people. Oh, man, why you going against your own kind? Like, man, shut your bitch ass up, man. See, you guys want to play favoritism. You want to act like it's not okay for him or her to do what they did, but it's okay for this one to do what they did. And this is exactly why, like I said, man, the video where you hear me talking about Scott Nicholson versus Amanda Serrano. Hey, listen, why not? What y'all got against Amanda Serrano versus Scott Nicholson? You think we give a fuck about you telling us who you think will win the fight? No, fights are decided in the ring. Yeah, they know Amanda Serrano, her style versus Scott Nicholson's style, it's a bad matchup in terms of, it's a good matchup for fight fans. It's a bad matchup for people that's scared for Amanda Serrano because they know Scott Nicholson's style is going to be a problem for Amanda Serrano. In fact, Amanda Serrano knows Scott Nicholson's style is a problem, and her team knows it. And that's why they're so reluctant to want to, yeah, why not? Any other fighter would have been doing the same thing that they don't care about. Why you holding belts in 126, but you're not fighting nobody at 126, and you claiming to be the GOAT just because you have the belts, but you're not fighting. You're not defending them. Yeah, yet again, we're going to get into Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano. I don't give a fuck about a third fight between them. I don't give a fuck about a third fight between Baturiev and fucking Bivol. All these unnecessary rematches. But every time they get together, it's a great fight. Yeah, they're depending on trying to put a fight together that's going to get attention. And then what are they going to build that around? Yeah, what are they going to build it around? It's like somebody, idiot, told me I have hatred in my heart because I said the same way Oscar De La Hoya is saying, hey man, for Cinco de Mayo, we should put an all Mexican card together. And I said, yeah, go, no problem. More power to you. I said for Juneteenth, that's what black people need to do. The black promoters need to get together and put an all black card together. I said for the Black History Month, we need to have a big all black card. That's me showing hatred. I give a fuck. Go fuck yourself. No explanation to you, bitch. If you don't understand who I am by now, go fuck yourself. And then on top of that, it's okay when Oscar De La Hoya, you understand what I mean, or anybody else decide they want to put a card together where it's all people of one ethnicity, just one ethnicity, but that's okay. All right, then. Even when you do this whole Mexican versus Puerto Rican card, where are the black fighters? Yeah, where are the Asian fighters? Where's anybody else, right? But it's okay. I don't have a problem with it. I don't care. And like I said, I watch fights, no matter who's fighting, in terms of ethnicity. But as far as scumbags, fuck these scumbags, man. And I'm glad Bill Haney told that motherfucker to his fucking face what he is. And Todd Grisham has been on that bullshit for the longest. And like I said, if you listen to them on commentary, they'll always being biased towards the Latino fighters. Always. Now, the funny thing about it, right, is like, even listen to Rosie Perez's voice. Listen to these motherfuckers' voices when Amanda Serrano didn't get the decision against Katie Taylor. And just like that, though, all the people that was trying to put Katie Taylor over Clarissa Shields, oh, it's funny how now she's overrated, blah, blah, blah. The biggest fight of her career is against Amanda Serrano. In fact, that's the fight that made her popular. Everybody know her for her Amanda Serrano fight more than anything else that she done. Right? Really? Right. But you want to put her over that black skin simply because you're racist to black folks. But now all of a sudden, Katie Taylor's overrated. Right. Well, there's a lot that could be said about the two of them fighting each other. And you're going to get it for a third time. I don't give a fuck about that fight. Certain fights you don't need to keep having. Now, you have a fight where you hear me getting at Tank Davis, and he black just like me? And my point is what? We know Tank could do better than that. And he needs to do better than that. And now all of a sudden we hearing shit about this motherfucker fighting against Jake Paul, or Jake Paul trying to make a Jake Paul fight. Like, are you shitting me, man? So like I said, if that's the case and what's going on, and even like him trying to use another fight, as an outlet to not fight Lamont Roach in an immediate rematch. Haha. Yeah. So yeah. I get it, everybody. Somebody in the comment section asked me, did I see the Don Charles interview and how he got mad at everybody who was complaining about Dubois trying to fight Usyk instead of Parker. I ain't get to it yet, family, but when I do, y'all know me. I roast everybody. I roast a motherfucker to their face. I don't give a fuck about who you are, where you from. Like I said, I can fight my ass off. I can defend myself very well. I ain't worried about no fucking body in these streets or nowhere. I ain't give a fuck about none of that shit. So I don't hold back on nobody. I'm not that dude you gonna be running the fuck up on and not get punched in your fucking mouth and stomp the fuck out. I'm not that dude that you wanna, I'm not worried about none of these motherfuckers. At the end of the fucking day, all of these fucking people that sit up and make excuses for somebody because you're the same nationality, but then you on another video bitching and complaining because somebody of a different nationality did the same thing. Well, same way, like I tell people, you wouldn't go up to a Jewish person trying to explain, even though Hitler did what he did, he was still a great man, because, right? You wouldn't do that to them. So don't come to black people trying to tell us about the racist ass forefathers of this fucking country. Don't come to us with that bullshit trying to tell us how Trump's a great man and Trump is this and that and whatever. We don't want to hear that shit. What worked for you motherfuckers don't work for us. And the funny thing is about all the people, Mexicans and all, that voted for this bitch-made motherfucker when we was telling y'all, not a good idea. Y'all must be out y'all fucking minds. We was telling stupid black people, y'all must be out y'all fucking minds voting for this dude. Look at everybody complaining now. Yeah. Fucking eggs is $7 and shit. Everything then went up. This motherfucker said y'all were all stupid. You telling me anything, they believe it. When I said that I was going to lower taxes, they thought I was talking about them. You telling me anything, they believe? Yeah. All you stupid motherfuckers. Yeah, you're crying. Now you're eating crow, huh? First day on the job. They had video after video after video of different places in America. What was he doing? Deporting you motherfuckers. And what were y'all doing? I don't know. I vote for the Trump, and I got the Trump vans the sign on my lawn, and they come and they take my wife, and they send my wife away. But I don't know now what I do. They take my kids. Yeah. But we were angry, disgruntled black people. Then it's crazy because what happened? You had a bunch of Mexican people making video after video after video. Yeah, go on TikTok, go on Instagram, right here on YouTube. To our black friends, we need you to fight for us and to... Right, then you got the Mexican guy, remember the racist dude? We don't need black people to... We have people from every other places that will stand with us to fight with us. Right? And he got roasted. Yeah, because see, this is my point, right? Being racist don't make you nothing but a bitch. See, you got people that talk that shit, but they're never going to leave the comfort of their little space, their zone. They know that. Nothing tough about these motherfuckers. They just racist as fuck. And we supposed to give a fuck about you? Nah. If Devin Haney was the one on Peds, if Devin Haney was making racial slurs, talking about how you gonna dig somebody up and kill them again, and all, yeah, if Devin Haney did all that, and on top of that, yeah, y'all know how what y'all be saying if the roles was reversed. And then too, let's look at this, right? This motherfucker went in his fucking baby mother's house, tore the household apart like a madman, all this shit. Yeah, he only apologized to her so he didn't get a situation where he lose custody, where he can't come see his kid. All she gotta do is say she's afraid of him, she don't trust him, get a restraint, all that type of shit. He didn't want to fuck his career up. Yeah, that's all. That's the only reason he did that shit. Like he said about black people, last time I apologized was never. Then you see his bitch ass apologizing to his motherfucking baby's mother, right? That's who he apologized to. He's a bitch as far as I'm concerned. And I have no respect for him. I never will. Fuck that motherfucker. And for you motherfuckers that keep bringing up Bernard Hopkins, oh, no, let a white boy beat me, right? They bring it up to do what? To defend his racist ass. But ain't it funny? Because the same motherfucker y'all calling racist now, the Mexican people going, shh, because he's working with Oscar, right? Yeah. So he's a good boy. Don't be good for Massa. Huh? I be good for your hand, boss. Yeah. Yeah. So y'all give B-Hop a pass with that shit. So, Devin Haney said he never let a white boy be. Well, I tell you what, you dumb fucks. You think you white because you Mexican or because you Latino, okay? Get pulled over by a police officer. Talk about, yeah, see, senor. Yeah, let's see how these racist cops treat your ass then. You'll find out real quick they don't see you as one of them fucking idiots, man. And this fucking dude stands up there and tries to make Ryan Garcia the hero. People would have been perfectly fine if they would have acted like that shit never happened, dropped it, and said Ryan was innocent. Yeah, right. He got a year's vacation. Same way I got on Alicia Baumgartner for that shit. Yeah. 3 months later, I give a hair sample and then acting arrogant and talking all this bullshit. Like, see, I just wanted to get this video out. And I agree with Bill Haney. Todd Grisham is a piece of shit. Ryan Garcia is a piece of shit. Teofimo Lopez is a piece of shit. And as far as I'm concerned, you motherfuckers are KKK level. And every time somebody, I love Devin Haney. Yeah, I know. That's why you basically conducted the interview the way you did. You see the difference, what I gotta say. I couldn't sit here and know the shit you do and then sit here and talk to you and try to let you, especially when I feel like you're full of shit. And I'm going to give you a platform to sit here and talk and lie about shit, try to clear your name about shit. Same way, that Mexican dude that was speaking against the shit Canelo doing, and Mexican people was getting mad at him. The same way I have black folks getting mad at me, which I don't give a fuck, because I'm going to say what I'm going to say. Do something about it if you don't like it. When I'm talking shit about whoever. But just like my 2 ears heard Deontay Wilder say, well, I ain't had no legs when I went out to the ring because my outfit was 45 pounds in that long ring walk and all. So I had no legs by the time I got to the ring. And remember, he said when he was talking in the ring after he got beat, when he got knocked out by Fury. What did he say when he got stopped by Fury? Remember what he said? Things that happened in the ring. He said that, just some things that happened that was, just things that was wrong. And the lady that was interviewing him said, was it his style or he's just too good? No, not that. Just maybe 15 minutes before I came to the ring, but he couldn't talk about it. So when he went on that audio interview, whatever, and he was talking about it, and that's when he mentioned it. And I had black people telling me it never happened. Had a bunch of people, no, man, he never said that. No, people, they misconstrued what Champ said. Champ never said that. Then the video resurfaced. And when the video resurfaced, right, what happened? Damn, Aries, he did say that. Nah, dumbass, I just sat here and made it the fuck up. Everybody on ESPN and everywhere else just made it up. Yeah. So I'm accustomed to assholes trying to talk and be heard, not knowing, what they're talking about. We don't play the favoritism thing. But I will stand with my black people. I will stand for what's right, and I will be on that front line against all odds. But I'm not going to make excuses for motherfuckers either. So I put everybody on blast. So y'all can't pull that racist bullshit with me. The only fucking thing you can do is go, why is this motherfucker so straightforward? Why can't he just take sides? Why he got to call it down the middle? Because that's what the fuck I do. I got kids, I got family, I got people that I love. I wouldn't want nobody to mistreat my family. I know how I'd feel. I've dealt with racism and we still deal with that shit, but I deal with it differently. I don't walk with picket signs and cry. You fill in the fucking blanks. Anyway, that motherfucker got his ass, cooked by Bill Haney just by simply stating the facts. And you want to sit there and not talk about Devin Haney's credentials. You want to sit there and not talk about what he's contributed to the sport, but you want to talk about this bum-ass, subpar-ass Ryan Garcia. Talk shit about this motherfucker and not the fact that this motherfucker was on PEDs, not the fact that this motherfucker, did all the shit he did like you wasn't aware of it. So on a tweet, you're going to say what you're going to say. And he probably would have deleted the tweets anyway. But it doesn't matter. If it was up to him to fight, wouldn't he be happy? He think anybody doing pit? Okay. Why'd you have to ask Devin anything, though? Why didn't you say what you felt? See, that's the problem when you too much man for these little boys. Because they think with this kid logic. So when you speak facts, they looking at it like, well, what were we supposed to say? Yeah, figure it out, bitch. Talk to me in the comment section, y'all. Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hate out of people, and I will catch y'all on the next video.